this Bluetti AC500 5000 watts with the 3072 watt hour battery, the B300S battery that connects to this to give it some superpowers. And making progress. I just got a little bit of a clunk of concrete inside there. I'm trying to get out so that this pipe will fit all the way through. Right now it's hitting a clump of concrete, so I've almost got that done. Guys, call for help. Just kidding. This is a nasty job here. Yeah, not too shabby. It's gonna make it nice and strong, durable. They sent me the wrong side. Alright guys, welcome back to another solar video, continuing the solar project here. And I got my package of these 27-inch long ground anchor screws. They're meant for 4x4s to mount on the end post here at the top. And I got a set of 4 here. I'm going to use 3 today. 1 to anchor each of those solar panel ground mounts down into the ground. It's going to saddle on top of one of these, each of those. So I've already come out here and I positioned these where I wanted, squared them up with the back of the screen porch and to the lake there. The third one I haven't gotten in place yet. First I'm going to do these 2, and then that one is going to be at a slight angle around our bushes here. But I've taken some spray paint here, some cream color spray paint, and drew a line across there. So where the blank spot will be when I move these out, that's where I want to put the post, or the screw post in. Did the same over there on this one. We've got it marked with spray paint, so it will reveal our unspray paint spot, and we'll put it right in the middle of that line. That's where we'll sink our ground post screw and start screwing in. I don't know if I'm going to hit any sprinkler lines. I don't think so. By where they're currently located, I don't think the lines would run diagonally into these spots here, but we'll have to wait and see. That would be another whole project to repair a sprinkler line, but cross our fingers we get lucky here today. All right, let me grab a few tool items I'm going to use getting those screw mounts in. Get this heavy-duty hammer here, and I would imagine a 2x4. Maybe I can put it in the top of the post and help give me more leverage to screw it in. Now, I've never used these ground screw anchors before, and I'm not saying that this is going to be hurricane proof or good for your area. I don't even know if the soil, how the soil is going to be here that it screws into, but it's all new to me, new to you watching, and sound quality might not be that great on this video. I apologize, but I'm not going to be wearing a mic in this video. Just kind of a show and tell of how I'm tackling this project. Oh boy, that's pretty tough, but it's looking all right. I don't know if that's far enough. Might have to go a couple more spins. I'm gonna take a break. All right, guys, I got it in the ground successfully, but I think we got a bit of an issue because this thing is kind of compacted together. It's supposed to be the width of a 4x4, and it's kind of wide together at the top. So that's going to be tricky. And I don't know how that happened. Maybe when I gave it a few slugs as I was screwing it into the ground, I didn't look at it or notice that being so slim together before I started using that screw anchor. But I came back here to look at the other ones. See, like this one here, it's kind of spread apart already. This one here looks like it's squared. This one here is spread apart a little bit. So I don't know what the deal is with this one. Now I did get it into the ground really well, I think. Buried a little bit below the sod here, but it's supposed to fit that center foot there. It's supposed to come over and straddle right in here, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try it and see if I can wedge in one side and push it with the weight of the frame here, and then it will seat down in there. We'll have to see. We got a problem. Not sure what to do from here. Let me think. Maybe I'll get some sort of a pry bar and help from a neighbor so this doesn't come smashing down once it is released into there, into that like saddle. Stay tuned. Oh boy, see that? All right. Now, that's about where it needs to be, but now I got to pull out this 2x4 with all the weight of this structure on it. All right, try that. Yes. All right. I want to get that 4x4 out of the corner over there.
Guys, this is just how I imagined it. Now, what I can do is drill a hole through one of these. Actually, I think I'm just going to use the, I think they came with lag bolts. Just put a couple on this side, a couple in through the other side. I got to push it that way a little bit, or pull this back, I guess, to line up with our spray paint marks there. We'll be set. Good to go. All right, next step, I gotta do the second panels right here, right next to it. And then we'll scoot this other one. It's gonna be at an angle towards the west. It's gonna be angled toward the west a little bit more, like southwest. And so just 2 more to go. All right, I got the second round screw in. Let's see if we can get this into place. Locked in. Our ground screw right there. All right, we are locked in. Just need some bolts. I notice it's sitting a little above, or not quite down into the sod. So I think I'm gonna have some little feet, and I slide underneath these racks to square them up. I'm gonna do it. One more to do. All right, guys. Cheers to yours and my project, solar projects. All right, I'm on my final steps here of this ground anchoring. And hasn't been too bad out today. I think the high was about 78 degrees. And I noticed if I'm doing most of the work underneath the shade of these solar panels, which helps a lot. And right now, let me spin you around here. See what we got going on. All right, so I did saw some feet here, leveling feet. You can see right there. Just because these didn't get all the way anchored into the sod. Once they get down in there that far, it's kind of tough to get it into the dirt, to screw into the dirt, which I'm okay with it like this. You might want to do otherwise. Maybe dig out a little shallow area before you start screwing the anchor screw in. That way you can get down in there a little bit further into the ground. But what I did on the other one, the third one, is I mounted it on this upper 4x4 rail, so it didn't have to go all the way into the ground. And what we're doing here now is I'm drilling in opposite holes, different corners on these brackets. I'm going to use these galvanized bolts and washers, and we're going to go ahead and anchor these into the ground. Now, may say, hey Todd, how many mile-an-hour winds could these withstand? You know, I don't know. This is all solar, the solar industry is all brand new and stuff. I've heard from friends and family that they've known neighbors with solar panels on their roof, and they've got hurricane storms come through and it rips some solar panels right off the roof, and they're up high. So it just depends. I mean, if you get a horrific hurricane storm, it could blow your whole house down. So I'm no expert on this, and I don't think anybody is when it comes to hurricanes, but what I say is these mounts right here, how I had them on these kind of 4x4 sleighs, I think they could have withstand about 40 to 45 mile an hour wind. Now with these ground anchors screws going down 27 inches, 3.5 inches thick round screws, ground screws, and then bolted to the bracket assembly, my guess is I could withstand up to, I don't know, probably 100 or 85 miles per hour. And over the last 10 to 12 years living in this area of Tampa, I haven't really seen gusts of over 65 miles an hour, and that was temporary gusts. So I think we're going to be safe with this. Plus, if you look at where they're located, now the Gulf is that way across the lake, many miles that way. So you always hear about the storms coming up through the Gulf and hitting coming in through the Tampa area. It's going to be spinning this way, the wind spinning this way. So when they whip around here, they go through them, that forest there, through my neighbor's house and structure, and whip up behind these, through all this, the neighbors and everything, the neighbor's house. So to create that kind of wind from behind, it's going to be difficult. So I think just because of the unique spot that I'm at, they're kind of protected anyway. And I know they're like wind sails, but all solar panels are. I like them ground mounted because we don't plan on staying at this property for the rest of our lives. And that's why I went with portable solar power packs and portable solar panel assemblies like this with brackets. Ground mount, I can keep them clean, and if I want, I can pack them up like cat in a hat and take them away with me to the next property anytime I want. So that's my story, and everybody else out there, all the viewers have their stories, they have all their comments. Leave them down below. If you don't like the way I do things, that's okay. I'm just trying to do a public service, kind of just letting people see different ways. Maybe you can add to this method, supplement it, make it stronger. Suggest comments down below what people might want to do that are watching a video like this. They're probably looking to do something similar, but maybe not identical. Guys, I thank you for watching. Let me get these mounted, and then we'll do a final look at it, and that'll be it for this video. Stay tuned. All right, almost done. Now I've got everything ground mounted in, bolted securely into the ground on our 20-inch or 27-inch screws into the ground. Feeling nice and confident now that I could leave during a hurricane season, go on an RV trip, and be as safe as can be. Now I've got to hook all these up. Remember, I told you I have 400-watt panels and total of 6. So I'm doing 3 in series and then 3 in series, and then they will both connect each series to one leg, so that the Blue Eddy could take both legs, and then we'll have a total of 2,400 watts on a full sunny day, depending on where the sun location is and how the clouds are cooperating that day. So I'm going to kind of get this done nice and neat now that I know this is going to be the permanent area for these. And I got some zip ties and everything. We're going to zip tie all this together once we get them all connected in series, and then parallel to the Bluetti, or Bluetti they call it. That's what I've heard them call it, the Bluetti. So, and also I told you I might have to, you know, test this out. Might need more batteries to last throughout the night. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is buy some more Bluetti batteries to add to my system in there. So stay tuned if you're getting into the solar, you know, community. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and everything to this channel, because coming up we're going to go more in depth when we get to adding our transfer switches to our circuit breaker boxes, and then also learning more about solar power stations such as the Bluetti or Bluetti. So let me get this all wired up, flick it on, make sure we got everything working again, and then we'll be out of here. All right, I got everything all tidied up. Let me show you just a quick look here. All of the wires tucked in, wrapped up, hooked up to our switch here, PV switch, all the way down. So 3 panels in series, and then these 3 panels in series here. So it's come together today. Now let's take a look, step back. Everything's looking good, lined up. Pretty good for my standards. We got the sun over there. It's setting right there in the west. And some of our solar panels are kind of angled over there too. So we're going to go ahead, switch the PV switch to on, and go into our Bluetti set up in the garage, and we'll just see if we're pulling some power. It's not going to be a lot. All right, let's switch it on. We're switched on. You know, because the sun's going down. It's a little bit further away now, but we're going to go in here and see, just to make sure I got everything wired up right, and we are pulling power in from our solar panels. All right, we're back to our garage here. Now, it's in the corner of our garage here set up. All right, let me turn the camera around. Currently, there's our Bluetti. It's at 80%. 0 PV, solar coming in. 84 watts going out, and that's to our garage fridge and freezer right here, and these ceiling tube lights. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it on. And we'll watch down here, our display. And yeah, 500, 660 watts. Nice. So, I think we got everything back in order and all ground mounted today. As always, I would like to thank you for watching another one of my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.
We head into town, see what it's about. Barely need a shirt, though the sun has almost set. Make the most of it. I know we will dance and sing. There's a heat wave. There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.